there. I was having some internet issues, but it's all good. We're going to have fingers crossed that my internet holds up because it's saying low internet, but we're not going to focus on that. So I'm going to welcome you guys on. I'm so excited to do this training. This is one of my favorite trainings. It's a really fun training, and it can allow you to start to have more progress when it comes to Messenger. You know, when I talk to people, often they find that messages are being unread or at least not responded to, or they're having some results and then the conversation goes cold, right? Or there's some crickets. So we're going to talk about the 4 color personalities today. I'm so pumped about this. It's going to be fabulous. And I would love for you guys to share in the comments what when it comes to Messenger and conversations, where are things going south for you? Is it you are having a hard time bringing up your business opportunity or your products? Are you finding that you don't know how to get the conversation even going? Are you getting crickets? Are you getting ghosted? Are you getting overwhelmed by all the messages? Are you getting stuck in the friend zone? Because this is a really common thing that can happen to people. So let me know in the comments where you're at for that. So if you are watching this with us, make sure you head to the guide section after this, because we have this month's theme for conversations that close. We have all of the replays for you. We'll have a live here every single week. So these are all focusing on this skill set for the month of April, okay? We really want you to develop your skill sets so that way you can have results versus just watching trainings all day long, right? So watch all of the trainings on this so you can really get comfortable with conversations, because who buys things from you? People. And if you're, introverted, or this whole social media thing is new to you, you can find yourself feeling a little bit awkward, right? And getting comfortable with people is extremely important, okay? So let's talk about the color personalities. The first color personality is yellow. If you guys want additional resources on this, there's a really great book you can grab on Amazon. It's also on Audible. It's the 4 color personalities for MLM. However, I've noticed that we can use this for anything, coaching, whatever you sell. If you deal with people, these personalities apply. And they have a scripts book that I recommend getting. So I would get the Audible of the 4 color personalities for MLM. I would get the Audible version of that. I think it's like Big Al is one of the authors, and some other guy. It's really funny. I don't know. I just found it very entertaining. It's super short. Get the Audible, but then I would get the physical scripts companion guide that comes with it, because it literally gives you scripts of how to talk to people based on their color personality, certain phrases to use and certain phrases to avoid. Okay. So if you like this training and you're thinking, well, this is making a lot of sense for me, I know I need to work on this, then definitely grab those additional resources. Okay. As soon as you know what color you are, let me know in the comments. The first one's yellow, and you can be a combination. The first one's yellow. Yellow personality, I want you to think of love, relationships, service, just always wanting to help people out. They really care. They have big hearts. They're worried about hurting people's feelings, that kind of thing. So nurses often come from those in the teaching industry, nurses. Did I say nurses? Yellow personalities often are teachers, nurses, caretakers. They're in those servant roles, right? Where they just really want to help people and they want to make the world a better place, okay? I do have a lot of yellow in me, if you haven't noticed. I also have a lot of red, which we'll get into in a second. But when I first started, my friend was actually a blue, and she's a natural recruiter, which we'll talk about in a second. She actually wasn't speaking my language. She kept telling me about all these prizes and trips and all this stuff that wasn't resonating with me. Then one time she followed up with me and she said, look how these products are helping the children. And I was like, helping the children? I want to help the children. And it just flipped the switch. I was totally open to the conversation, and I ended up enrolling after she had followed up like 7 times. Okay. 7 times she failed because she wasn't speaking my language. I mean, you guys, this is that important. So yellow personalities, big hearts, love, relationships, they care. They want to know about the culture, the community. They want to know, like, if it's network marketing, does the company, donate money to nonprofits? Like, they're very much about the feel good of it. Okay. The next one is blue. Blue are very strong recruiters. Blue are natural extroverts, outgoing personalities. So a blue is somebody who, social butterfly. If you're in a room with a blue, they're the ones that are popping around the room, making friends with everybody, making people laugh. They're just gift for gab. They're talking to everybody. Okay. Blue personalities are like this. You're talking to a blue personality and they're like, oh my gosh, did you see this app that is so amazing and you can use it to automate your messaging and you just have to have this app right now. Here, give me your phone. Let me look it up for you. Okay, here's the app. You've got to download this right now. And you're like downloading it because they're so excited about this app. The movie that they just saw, you're like, I'm gonna go watch the movie. Like they just are natural recruiters. They love referring. They're just bouncing around, okay? And they tend to struggle with follow-up. Not very organized. They couldn't tell you who they talked to last month. It was a lot of people. It's like just throwing spaghetti against the wall. Some will stick. And so a blue personality, definitely recommend you getting a VA if you're a blue personality. If you're a yellow, the way that you want to talk to a yellow is you want to be talking about the culture, how products can help people, how you're helping. Helping is a really good word. Helping moms stay home with their kids, okay? Blue personality, you want to talk about how fun it is, how exciting it is, how everybody's doing it, okay? FOMO is like the nemesis of blue, okay? If there's some FOMO involved, they want to be a part of it. So it's like, hey, this is so exciting and this is why you want to be a part of this now. This is why you want to jump in. This is why this is going to, like, you got to do this now, okay? And they're like, okay, yeah, I got to do it now. So it's not like duping anybody. It's speaking their language to get them into activity, to get them to take action, forward movement. Blue personalities is very much about like, they want to know about the parties. They want to be the life of the party. They don't want to miss the excitement. So it's got to be high energy with blue personalities. If you're not a blue and you're talking to somebody and you're like, oh yes, these products have been around for 108 years and the ingredients are sourced from all around the world. The blue personality is like, yeah, you lost me when you said 108 years, don't care. And your conversation will go cold because you're talking in green language to a blue personality, okay? So again, if you're watching this on live or replay, let me know what colors you are, okay? We've done yellow and blue so far. The next one is red. Red personality, I'm more of a red than a yellow. It kind of oscillates, but I would definitely say probably more of a red. Ask my team. So a red personality is achievement oriented. They want success. They're very bossy. I'm extremely bossy. And I'm speaking from a red, it's my way or the highway, right? Now I've learned with my leadership development, I've learned I can't lead that way. But in my mind, I'm like, well, why wouldn't you do it this way, right? So reds can be very, they want the achievements. They want the rank advancements. They're very money driven. Okay. They want to make the money. They want the success. They want to be on the stage. They want to be in the limelight. Okay. Reds like to have a microphone. I love to have a microphone by me. I love to get on stage. I love talking. Red personalities, what they want to be watching out for is isolating your team because not everybody's performers. 80% of your team isn't. If you're network marketing or, if you're working with a client and you say to the client, okay, what have you done? What results have you, since our last call, what have you accomplished? That's how a red personality is. Not your clients, not all of them operate that way. It's not the results for them. It's that they feel like they're making a difference, okay? Red personalities, when you're talking to a red, the things you want to mention are the achievements, the ranks, the money, the trips, the incentive contests, the growth, the success of the company, if it's network marketing. If you are a coach and you're talking to a red personality, you want to talk about paint the vision for them, right? And for you, if you're working with you, I can see we can build this out to a 7-figure brand. And the person's like, what? Yep, I'm in. I want that. Okay. So red personalities, it's achievement, money, success, being the boss, being the leader. That's another verbiage you can use with red personalities is you're a natural leader. I can see that in you and I'd love to mentor you. And that way you can build out your leadership here and create something really special. Okay. Got that? All right. The last one is green. Green personalities are very analytical. They like numbers and facts and science and spreadsheets, and they want to know all the things. Green personalities can be feel a little frustrating for those of us that aren't green. Because for me, I'm just like, I don't know, you just share it and you make money. Like, why do you need to know, all the nuances of a comp plan, for example. Or when I'm talking to a green personality that's a potential coaching client, they'll say, what percentage of your students have made this much money? And they're asking all these statistics and facts and things like that. And I'm just like, people coming into our programs are crushing it and having success. Why are you not enrolling, right? Green personality is like, no. I want to know all the things. How long have you been in business? You know, how much money has your company generated? How many employees do you have? Like, they want to know all the things, okay? Green personalities, they want to also ask all of the potential questions before they even do anything, okay? So they get stuck in paralysis analysis very commonly. If you're a green personality, you know exactly what I'm talking about. By the way, I can see there's a few of you on right now. I want you guys commenting, okay? Can you guys comment for me? Because I want you to share with me what color personalities you are, okay? You can be a combination as well. So with the green personalities, when you're talking to them, they are the ones that if you have studies, clinical research, scientific studies, any kind of data, you want to get that to them. If you have a full 20-page PDF of your comp plan, send that to the green personality. You're going to also want to put them in chats with people because they're going to want to counsel with others and ask their millions of questions. And I'm being facetious, but if you're a green personality, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So they're also they don't like fluff. And I'm more of when I'm describing something, you're green, yellow. I wish I could see I can't see your name. I might have to pull up my phone and look. So me, I want to say fluff, but I'm more of like, if you go do this, you're going to get a result, right? Green personalities don't like that. They want the meat of it. They want the tangible specifics. Okay. So it can be, if you're a blue and you're just like, it's awesome. The green personalities are going to ghost you. They're never going to do it. They're not going to pull the trigger. Okay. Green personalities also, your messenger conversation is like this. It's long with a green personality. So when you're working with a green, just know that that's part of the process because they have to process. They have to consider all angles before making a decision. And once they get their answers, they're going to run, okay? Because they've got their answers, they're ready to go, okay? When you are you're working with a green personality, you want to encourage them. You don't have to know all the things, okay? We want to show people they don't have to know all the things if you're in network marketing, direct sales, okay? Yeah, I don't know, people aren't really encouraging it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just like, we're just making money, but everybody's got their different things. Now for me, you know, I think there's certain situations, like I love numbers. I love spreadsheets and reports and looking at data. I love that kind of stuff, but I'm not necessarily going to need all of that. Well, I guess there's certain pieces that I will, and you can also style flex. So what that means in certain situations, like say you're choosing a private school for your daughter, you're normally, it's just awesome. You know, like kids go here and they get good grades, right? You're just kind of laissez-faire about it. If you're making a decision to spend, you know, I don't know how much private school is. I'm sure it's a lot. Say you're going to spend $30,000 on a private school for your daughter. You're going to turn into a green personality, right? You're going to want to know, okay, why this school? What accolades do they have? What does this mean? Does that give her a competitive advantage? What's their curriculum like? You're gonna style flex into a green personality. Okay, so do know that you can kind of morph into them, but inherently we all have specific color personalities. Okay, so just to review, yellow is, think of help. Okay, relationships, love, serving. They really care. They want to make a difference. They want to know how whatever it is you're talking about, how that can make a difference. Either if you're coaching them, how can they make a difference in this world, right? You can teach them how to do that. Or if you're network marketing, direct sales, the coaching piece, or I mean the helping piece, okay? The blue personality is like life of the party, talks to everybody, natural recruiter, they're always sharing things they love on social, and they're so excited that you're like, I just have to be a part of this, right? Their enthusiasm is contagious, okay? So with the blue personalities, it's FOMO. It's like, you got to come be a part of this. This is so exciting. This is what's happening. This is what we're doing, okay? They love that. Red personalities, it's about the money, the ranks, the achievements. It's about, if you're talking to a red and you're a coach, it's about them going on to make their mark in the world, okay? Reds want to be like Oprah. They like, I'm a red, okay? I want to be like Oprah. I want to make a difference in this world. I want to leave my mark on this world when I leave one day, okay? So red, it's going to be about what they can accomplish, what they can do, okay? And then the green is going to be, you know, providing them all the information, answering all their questions, giving them the facts and the data and all the things. So you really want to do that, because if you're not, then they're out, right? Michelle's agreeing, she can speak to this. Like, they're like, no, and you know why? Greens are naturally skeptical. So their skepticism, you're like triggering their skepticism. If you can't give them the things that they're asking for, if you can't provide them, then their skepticism's like, I'm out. I don't trust this. Okay. So like I said, when the greens get their boxes checked, they are all in. They are like fully invested because they've done their due diligence. Okay. Does that make sense? All right. So what I would recommend doing is being mindful and just reflecting on some conversations that you've had recently. What would be really cool is if you pulled up, just scroll through Messenger, if you can find like 5 conversations that you've had with people that went cold, it just faded off, it dropped off, like they ghosted you and you're like, what happened, right? Like I thought we were rocking and rolling. I bet if you review and go through, or you can look on their wall to see how they write their posts, you can tell if somebody's, by the words that they use or the types of posts that they're sharing. If they're always at restaurants and parties and they're traveling and they're doing all these things, they're probably a blue, right? Or if you go to their wall and they're like, yeah, and my son, you know, he got the black belt in karate, and they're like, oh, we're so excited, we just bought this boat, and then ooh, I got this achievement, they're red, right? So you can kind of tell based on their posts. Go look, do a little research on it, and then reflect on how you were in the conversation with them. And I bet you're going to discover that they were a different color personality than you. Isn't that wild? You were speaking 2 different languages. So it wasn't that they're not interested in what you have. You just weren't speaking a language that they can even understand. So they bounced, okay? So do a little reflection on that. And then if you want to dig in more to what I talked about today, then I recommend grabbing the book, The 4 Color Personalities of MLMs on Audible is what I recommend. You can get the paperback if you want to. The 4 Color Personalities of MLM. The author is Big Al and someone else. It's for all industries, not just MLMs, but they wrote it specifically for that. And then the companion guide is incredible. I think I've earmarked like 60 pages in this book, and it's like 100 pages. It's I think it's the 4 Color Personalities for MLM scripts or something like that. It's so great. It literally tells you if they're this is how you talk. This is what you avoid. Here's key phrases. Here's their motivation. I mean, it's so incredible. It's definitely worth it for any of you building on social media, because you're talking to people and people have personalities. So the more we can understand that, the better. Also, it'd be fun to notice your spouse if you're married, your kids if you have kiddos, maybe your direct reports if you're network marketing, or clients that you have, or an upline. Like, start noticing these key relationships in your life. And if you have somebody you've been working with that you're just like, I feel like there's a disconnect, it's probably a personality difference. So we want to style flex, which means we want to talk in their language. Okay, we want to be flexible with our style of communication to serve that person. Okay. Also, wanted to remind you guys that we have, I'll put this up on my Facebook cover. We have the personal branding boot camp next week. It's called Level Up Your Brand Like a Boss. I'm going to go live on my business page talking about it. So if any of you want to jump in, it's next week. I haven't done this one for a year. I mean, I do not do this one very often, and it's our most popular one because personal branding is the #1 spot that people get stuck in inside of our programs. And when they get clear on it, they take off. Like all of the people who came in that were making $1,000 a month and got to 5 figures a month, like those cool success stories came from this specific training. So if you're like, I need a breakthrough, I need to like just figure this ish out, take the time, clear your calendar. It's going to be 11 a.m. Central, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. And then you can do VIP and do the Zooms with me after. It's going to blow your mind. I'm so excited about it. So I'd encourage all of you guys to jump into that. I have a hunch that a lot of you need this work, and we want to make sure you're successful. Okay. So if you have any questions on that, you can just shoot my team a message. We'll get you the link for that. Okay. If you want to come hang with me some more today, I'm going to my business page in 10 minutes. If you're watching this live, or if you're watching replay, you can go check out that video on my business page, The Goal Digger Girl. All right, guys, so good to see you. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you soon.